September 15th, 1980, morning session continued.
But in your body, the essence of the food, whatever is within that essence of the food as its taste, that is nature. Just keep that in mind. And he said, अगर अच्छा था स्वप्न मारने लगूंगा. Other than this, whatever concepts one may have, they are totally useless, and we'll only get ourselves bound and throttled by those concepts. Whatever is within this, but one particular part. And if you keep that in and let it grow, and
September 15th evening.
15th September 1980, evening session begins.
तिथे शास्त्राने अगदी बरोबर आहे. शास्त्राने अगदी बरोबर. हल्ली मला समज येते काय परमार्थासाठी ते जे आकाश आहे ते नेहमीच काळोख म्हणे तिकडे, नेहमी काळोखच. फक्त सूर्य असेल आणि सूर्याच्या समोर काही असेल तर त्याच्यावर प्रकाश पडणार, ते धरणीमध्ये काळोख. नेहमी मधाकाश. हो हो त्याची आकाश. मग मध आकाश, परम आकाश, परम आकाश, संतोष महाराज. हो ईश्वर हो म्हणजे पंचज्ञानेंद्रियाने समजणं. चिदाकाश 36 लक्षात झालेले आकार होईल. हो हो ईश्वराचा आकार नाही. हो परंतु ज्ञानाचाही साकार मानतो. हो आकार मला काय बोलायचं तर बोला.
हेच विचारायचं होतं मला.
प्रकाशन सूर्याला काय संबंध? सूर्याला प्रकाशाला काय संबंध?
अच्छा तोच आहे.
किंवा काही वगैरे कोण व्यक्ती आणि तू जवानी झालं बघा. अहंकाराला अंबाजून कर्माच्या कर्मावर सुटकडे जातो. व्यक्तित्व झालं म्हणजे व्यक्तित्व झालं. काय अनुभव हो 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 अगदी हो हो हो. त्याला कसं होतं
काय म्हणाले महाराज? काय म्हणाले? काया आणि
काय अनुभव सहन नाही. समजा काय अनुभव अवलंबतात For present state, this body experience is unbearable for you. और काया में लग आता है समझ ये तुम्हारा मतलब अपने मटेरियल हुए ये तुम्हारा मतलब अपने मटेरियल कैसा सुन रहा है कार्य करने बाहर कार्य करने के और कार्य में मतलब मन चला काला मारेगा तुमने लागू करो इसलिए whatever is world is existence is felt or experienced only with the availability of the body. This feeling of experiencing body is a must. Never take body as an individual. He says, understand this way, how body has come, don't go to all sources, understand all the principles. Body is the result of the five elemental plane. Out of five elements, finally the earth, vegetation, this body. Human body is in this shape, the taste of that is I-amness. That is the subtlest of the consciousness. Each worm, insect, everything has a life force. But the worm doesn't know it is. To the extent a human being knows I am. That instinct for knowingness is not that developed in a worm or an animal as it is developed in a human being. That's why human being is investigating as to what I am. So Maharaj earlier said it's called Brihaspati. Brihaspati means it is trying to find out what it is. And in the process it knows it is everything. With knowing this consciousness, Brihaspati means knowing the manifest nature of the self. That is possible only in a human being. Human body, with the availability of the human body. Only this instrument gives that knowledge of I-amness, and through which I-amness means all the manifestation. It also knows, because of the I-amness, the universe of that particular I am is created. Your world is different from mine. Your world is the creation of your I amness, your consciousness. Now, this is what is given to us. Body is there, this world is there, this world is there. Now, how to receive into that source? So I was discussing with him, this different spaces, which is often discussed in his book, Mahadakash, Paramakash and Chidakash. These are oft repeated. And I was not able to understand all these words. When I was visiting Maharaj in the earlier stages, this morning speaker I used to discuss with him. And he used to get very upset whenever Maharaj used to say this Chidakash, Mahadakash and Paramakash. He used to ask Maharaj, why are you repeating every time this Mahadakash, Chidakash? So now, there are three types of Akash. Akash means space. So, three types of this. Paramakash is one, Chidakash and Mahadakash. Akash means, where all these concrete forms merge into nothingness. So first you take the physical world. Physical world is contained in what? The subtlest is the space. All the physical world is contained in the space. That physical space is known as Mahadakash. how do you understand Lord Akash or the physical world through the five senses? Now, that is tangible to you through the five senses. Now, whatever you experience through the five senses, what is the touchless part of that touchless aspect is Akash, and the mother. How do you excel or cognize through mental world? Without mind, you will not know what is. And the minds are also similar, just like this world. The assessment of this world is done in the mind space. By words, by concept. It's like God form, in words. Now, where all this is contained, it is contained in the space of mind, called Chidaka. Now, all this gross first is to merge like space into mind space also, so that you are completely thought-free. So you are receiving from the physical world. You are receiving from the physical in the process, you are in the world of words of mind. Then also you receive. And you receive into the space of mind, Hidakash. Now what is the ultimate or the finest of that? Finest of that is the point of experience. And where does it begin? It begins when you know you are. That is the beginning of the touchless form of mind space. Just the touch of knowing. So that also should receive into what? Into the action. Then the knowingness is also something gross. It's a gross action. You know something. Compared to that, no knowingness is there for you, the touchless. So all this finally merge into that space of no knowingness. Vedakash, Chidakash, Parmakash. Chidakash, what is Chidakash?
अरे हमसे क्या प्रॉब्लम है? अच्छा भाई हम लोग काम करते हैं। रेकॉर्ड में आपको ना दो।
हाँ।
तो संख्या खाना मना जाना।
जैसे पहली बार के चांगला दूसरा मानो चांगला
मेरा मुझे तो बनाने को आपके जो काम कर रहे थे मेरा मुझे बहुत कम करते हैं दूर कर क्या नाम नाम है मेरा मुझे हुआ के बच्चों को करता है समय है क्या काम है
ये सबसे आगे में चला है इसके खाते बंगे इसमें नहीं चाहिए फक्त आपल्यासाठी झाले ते नवीन माणूस तर आपलं पुस्तकातून चालेल
नक्की तो असं तुझा तो व्यापक कसा आहे हो व्यापक ज्ञान आहे
हो
ते कसं म्हणतो आम्ही मागतो एवढा आपण
because this knowledge is very abstruse. It's very difficult to understand it. Because presently we are so much involved with the body, and we always think that I am an individual. Then this very instrument leads you to depersonification of yours. If you really try to understand correctly what you are, this is the instrument now. That I am is there. Presently, awareness is focusing his attention to the body as an individual. Receive from that. So in reception, you first receive as stabilize in beingness. In beingness, you are no more individual. You reflect because you are the worldly. Because you are the worldly, that means you are the world.
इतने ज्ञान झालं तुम्हाला आणि काय आणि काय असतं त्याचं चिंतन असणार. त्यामध्ये
Because unfortunately, in spite of all my talk, most of the listeners hang on to the body as himself or herself.
म्हणून
Because you always take your main capital is the body as an individual. You do not want to transcend this capital.
जीवाला प्रमाणे दिसतो. जीवाला बोला.
He is asking, who is your most intimate relative? It's only your body. You are hanging on to your body as your most intimate relative.
म्हणून पालन
as it is, he is explaining all higher matters now, I think. All higher. Earlier, and in that book also, it was at a lower stage. So people will understand. So now he says, nobody will understand what I am talking. Then what is the use of keeping them? So normally the spiritual knowledge in the world which is expounded is at the level of the body. Disciplines pertaining to the body and up to the mind. Mind and body, mind and body. They don't want to take you above the mind. Because at body and mind level, you have the pleasure of acquiring something. Above the mind, you are losing everything. So nobody wants to lose that.
You go back to the mind, here, to the darkness, to the nothingness.
Yeah.
And there is nothing there. What is the hope? What is
When you left the mind, hope is also left.
that's right?
There's no hope.
There's nothing.
There's nothing. That's what he says. You will get nothing. But in getting nothing, you are everything.
So in nothing, you left love, you left any form of behavior, just being.
In the being is the beginning of love. Being is the beginning of love.
That's conscious, that's forward of the absolute.
It's consciousness, but you love yourself. Beingness love beingness. Beingness wants to perpetuate beingness. Beingness does not want to lose beingness. That is the love. To sustain that, it starts loving. First of all, you love yourself. You love yourself. You take this example. Because you love yourself, to satisfy your instinct, you get married. Primary thing is, you want to satisfy your instinct. So you have a wife. You provide her with clothing and food and a shelter. Primary reason is you must have a company.
You don't like to be loved?
Because you love yourself. So you go still backward. You are. And you are loved that you are. And it is building up. In the name of loving you are.
एक महाराज मध्ये मैत्रीण आली होती माझ्याकडे. तर तिला आम्ही आपले पुस्तकं दिली ती वाचायला. तिला सांगत होते की जाग झोप आणि कळते पण. महाराज सांगतात कळतेपणाची जेव्हा जाणीव येते माणसाला, म्हणजे समजतं त्याला, त्यावेळेला तो तिथे सगळ्याचा हाय. त्याच्यावर तिने मला प्रश्न विचारला की तू म्हणतेस ते खरंय, सकाळी म्हणे दूधवाल्याची घंटा वाजते तेव्हा मला काय जाग कसली येते, दूधवाल्याची येते.
तो काही जाणे मग किंमत वाचा लागले.
तेच मी तिला म्हणे, पण ते मला असं म्हणणे म्हटलं आता तुम्हाला प्रश्न विचारीन, आता काय सांगणार. म्हटलं तू जागी होतेस तेव्हा तुला घंटा ऐकू आली ना.
नक्कीच जात कोणाला विचारतो त्याचा बोलायचं ना.
दुसऱ्याशी बोलायला मिळवते
खरोखर नाही ती चांगली आहे.
हे खरोखर आरती असतात ना ते समजून येतात, बाकी कुठं
आणि शब्दाचा शेष कळतात.
माझं लागतो माझं लागतो
Lady was asking a problem. Whatever she had heard from Maharaj, with the same tempo she wanted to discuss with her friend. So you see, the people who are trying to understand, normal lot of people, they are deeply involved with the body and their worldly life. So she told her, when you wake up early in the morning, that waking principle, she was trying to tell something like that. Something like, I am nature consciousness. And do sleep. And I am as together as you are. So she said, early morning, when there is a knock at my door, I wake up. Then I wake up. But that waking state is for the milkman. The fellow who brings the milk. My waking state is for the milkman. Milkman waking state. So Maharaj said, these people are so much involved with the body and this thing, they are not in a position to receive themselves to a state prior to mind. Here she encounters state as milkman. She could not understand what this lady is telling her.
कोणाची घंटा ऐकणारी नाही. थोडंफार झोपली खूप जण गाडी घालत तेव्हा प्राण निघून तुला गाडी हो. आता ती दोन घंटा वाजवते आहे त्यांनी अजून बघितलं आज मला काय मुलं असं काय झालं काय झालं तुला काम दारू बससाठी झालं तुम्हाला घर करून
So Maharaj said, suppose a lady, unfortunately, before the arrival of the milkman, her vital breath stopped functioning. So although the knocking of the milkman is there, she is not getting up. Where is she now?
आनंद नाही त्यामुळे पंचेंद्र आमचे देवधर्म ऐकू दे राम आहे तर सगळं जाऊन गेले
If the vital breath is not there, where is the functioning of your five senses? Where is the God? Where is the world?
विना प्राण्याचं ज्ञानेश्वर नाही विना प्राण्याचं वेगळं नाही
Without the vital breath, there is no knowingness. Without the vital breath, there is no language.
मोठं भूमिका कोणाला काय करणार कोणाला सांगायचं तुला माझ्या होत नाही कोणाची बोलावं कोणाची न बोलावं.
I say many times I am entered with such a problem. It's like people are just entering the spiritual field. And because he has heard about me or he has come across my book, he will display. And what can I tell him right from scratch? How can I read up to this level? And I have no energy, I have no stamina for all that. If I know, suppose a village person, a countryman, goes to a barrister because he wants to file a suit or something like that. So he goes to a barrister, and how the barrister can explain the certain points, legal points to this fellow? He cannot. No.
शिक्षण
दोन माणसाला मन आहे, माणसाला दोन मन आहेत. एक बाहेरच्या जगाचा एक व्यवहार करणारं मी एक आतलं. तर ते आतल्या मनाला जे ज्ञान मिळालेलं असतं त्याप्रमाणे त्याला असं वाटतं, परंतु बाहेरचं मन एकतर ते जगाच्या व्यापार म्हणजे उलाढाली करण्यात जे
जगाच्या आधी सगळं त्याला कधीतरी भावाचं खेळ आहे. त्याची काया त्याच्या आधी पण सगळं छान काय पडलो
तर बाहेरच्या मनावर ताबा कसा मिळवता येईल?
आपलं दर्शन झालं काय आत्मा काय आनंद करतो आपण कळल्याशिवाय कामा काय काय आपण कामं ठेवण्याची गरज नाही.
So discussing some two types of minds. One is internal mind and something external mind. And she wanted to know how we should control our external mind. It is the question of controlling the mind, externally or internally, will not arise when you abide in the self. Though the self, bereft of the body, whatever you are, you stabilize in a position prior to the mind, and then you realize the irrelevance of the mind. So we just ignore whether to control or be controlled or not to control. You are some entity prior to the mind. Know that, stabilize that. काल बंद होतं ना तो Again, one minute I some gentleman had come the other day. By name Mr. Parikh, you were questioning. You were here yesterday? No. Who has built a cottage by the river side and he is a big accountant. I told you that. He has been going to Krishnamurti umpteen times. And he knows a little bit of Krishnamurti here and there. He has not understood Krishnamurti systematically. He using very profound words which Krishnamurti uses and poses questions. But they are not questions trying to cover the totality of spirituality, but little bit here, little bit there. Irrelevant question. He used to come and he used to annoy Maharaj very often. So last year Maharaj asked him, don't come again. If you are asking silly questions, having gone to Krishnamurti for so many years, you are asking these stupid questions. So later also when he started asking questions, I just told him, don't ask irrelevant questions. Yes,
Yeah, I guess since I'm leaving, I can
yes, you please ask.
ask stupid questions. I'm talking, if we go back to the thing behind the mind, the point behind the consciousness. And I am a beginner, so I have not any concepts beforehand. But there, if I stabilize, there is nothing. There is darkness, there is, if I stabilize,
Yes,
there is silence, darkness, there is blankness as looking in the sky or swimming and looking deep in the sea.
yes.
Aloneness, total.
Yes.
I think it is myself, because I have not given up myself yet, that doesn't like that state. In other words, it is not a hopeful state. I know that I'm going there.
But this, now we are discussing theoretically. We are just speculating what type of state it could be. It's a hopeless state, alone, only dark, all those things. You have to actually experience that. It's a state of experiencing. When you will get that exhilaration, elevation. Yes, when you stabilize there, when you are free from the mind, when you are prior to the mind, you do feel liberated. That exhilaration you must experience. Actually, experience is also not the correct word. You experience only blankness, if at all you may call it.
That's what I
You follow? Yeah. You may say blankness, but you experience blankness. Still you are there. You follow? And blankness is there. Blankness is different from you. In that process, when you stabilize in beingness and blankness. And whatever, at that stage, that machine is operating to give you knowledge, which is most enjoyable. Because these are some of the stages. If you have any doubt, you will get a reply which is exclusive for you.
It's your own experience. Your own experience.
No. Prior to completely stabilizing only in the self, there are traces of the mind are still there. And your mind, your doubts, and your doubts will be cleared by yourself, by your beingness. You follow? That is the knowledge meant for you, not any external knowledge.
As long as you have doubts, you're not there.
Yeah. So, this machine, it is self-generating machine. When you go into that, the tempo is in that direction, what is called momentum. In that momentum, it helps you to clear all doubts of your mind. That is exclusively your knowledge, which you will enjoy most. And then all the traces or the weeds of the mind are completely uprooted. Then you are. And that's a state when you are not. You are not. That's a borderland. The moment you know you are, the duality there. You know you are. The duality. You know you are. This is sort of duality. When you do not know you are perfect. But you must go through this process only. In sleep also you do not know you are, but not that. That's a grosser state. In this live, alert stage only, you must recede into the state of no knowingness. That's why you always insist stabilizing beingness. Because that doubt clearing machine should operate for you. Any amount of reading books is not good, because the danger is you are cluttering your mind with uncalled for concepts. That danger is always there. Although you might impress an ignorant person by whatever knowledge, extra knowledge you have collected, that is not the knowledge. You can say something like virgin knowledge. These are all second hand. You see, when it says like Maharaj, when they talk out, is that natural knowledge which is flowing out. Not bookish knowledge which is collected from elsewhere. And then there is no mind to manipulate. You are there, without your asking, sometimes it will flow. The moment you pose a question, how will you reply? What is most apt? Actually, booking. We say, what is birth? Birth is something, you book it, I am born. What is this knowingness? With the stamp or registration or the booking, I am this. I am this is not the perfect knowledge. Prior to I am this, that is the perfect. But knowingness is not there. But you are-ness is there without knowing you are.
हमें घर जाना है मीटिंग को हो गया
हाँ कर सकते हैं
क्या मैं तैयार करनी
You say something like you are booking a flat, it is still under construction. You would go and book it. Your name minister, you are having flat number E/4. E/4 is my flat. But where is the flat? It's only booking. Like that, this I am is only booking. I am. It represents your absolute state. You may take it something like this also. Suppose you are an executive, you are inside, and your name board is outside. Mr. So and so, Mr. X, in. This is in.
Right.
But board is not you. Board represents that. Presently, you belong that board. This I am. You belong that board I am. Then the board will let you in. You will say, I am not that I am here board.
बोलने से तुमने तुम्हारा डर लगता ऐसा तुझे बड़ा सब की बोलना मुझे दिया सकती
Now, he explains it very nicely. He again comes back to the registering the flag. The flag is not there, it's only in the book. You are given flag number E/4. But for that, what you have to do? You have to pay out money.
What gives you the courage to transcend into the nothingness which you know is there? What gives you the courage?
Your deep urge to understand the self.
Well, once that urge is created, you're going after it anyway. Right?
Yes.
It's either a matter of time or whatever.
Time will be there so long as the mind is there. So long as the time takers of the mind are on you, the time will be there.
That's right. Because when you turn around,
Yes? That's
it's
all.
blank. It's all blank. It's all blank.
Receding means only going inward, the direction is changed. Our normal direction is to come out to the five senses
Right.
and see the world.
Right.
No, you recede. He Maharaj always says, reverse. In reversing, you know, whatever you were earlier, you are not there. No, you are reversing from the body. When you say, I am not the body, I am not the senses, I am not the mind. You are reversing from the mind now. I am not the mind. Mind is just a play of words. I am not there. Now you are stabilizing consciousness. That is the most important landmark, which is going to clear a lot of your doubts. You have to stabilize sufficiently long, then all further things will be automatically happening. Then no doing. Once you lose the mind, doing is gone. With mind only authorship or doership. Once you start watching the mind gets rarefied, mind loses the strength, so also the personality loses the strength. And as you decondition yourself, you expand into manifest.
Some people speculate that the yoni is nothing, yet there has been a history of yonis bequeathing love and magnanimity. How is that reconciled?
You see, jnani is nothing if you equate him with the absolute. But here, with jnani is not a personality. If you take jnani with absolute, he is no more a personality. But we are not able to grasp it because we are trying to grasp it with the mind. We have to be there and understand. So, in spite of the inadequacy of our language, let us try to understand. Absolute. For that absolute, that consciousness and the body is available. This instrument is there. Now, through this instrument, according to the quality of that instrument, availability of the instrument, all the expressions will be there. There is absence of mind. But the instrument is available.
So the love would naturally come forth and I say that because
You see, whatever, now love means we have also certain ideas of love. You see, certain idea of love. Now suppose a child, a mother beats the child. It doesn't mean it has no love for the child. Somebody wants to eat something or it wants to rush out for some trouble. So it gets a spanking. But that is also an expression of love, isn't it? The child might be thinking it is not love. So now, from the standpoint of a jnani, it is love only flowing. From our standpoint, we say it is not love because we expect that he should act towards me like this. I expect him. Oh.
माझं मुक्ती मिळालं
हो 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 बरोबर आहे
माझं मुक्ती मिळालं काय नाही तर ज्ञान ते माझं नसल्याला मला पाहिजे
नाही
ते मुक्ती आहे बापांची
हो
आणि मला विचार 2-3 वर्षाने माझ्या लक्षात झालं माझं मुक्ती झालेलं आहे म्हणजे ते आहे
कमिंग बॅक टू बर्थ
तो पण नाही ज्या जेवढं नाही तो पण मला माझं काहीच ज्ञान नव्हतं खात होतो हवं होतं मोठं होतो हवं होतो पण काय ज्ञान नव्हतं तर मग मला आम्ही कसं होतो.
He comes back to that booking. Parents did the booking. Between themselves they decided booking. They didn't consult me. For 3 years I didn't know that I was booking. After 3 years I came to know I am booked by I am.
तेव्हा हेच ज्ञान झालं त्यापासून त्यापासून द्यापर्यंत त्यापासून मला पुन्हा द्यापर्यंत तेव्हा नवीन ज्ञान कोणाला आहे.
See, normally he says the spiritual knowledge is the body, you take it for granted, the body is, and the body is going to die. In between, all spiritual knowledge is confined to these limits. They don't go here. Nor they don't go.
September 15th, 1980, morning session continue.
This is what is the purpose of doctrine. लोकांना बरं करायचं.
माणूस असला की यात जिवंत ठेवायची हयात ठेवायची. आणखी काय करतो.
This is that is the ostensible purpose to get people well. But what is the deeper purpose? What is the basic essential purpose? Purpose is to get which is that sense of being alive. To have that sense of being alive, the sense of existence, the sense of presence, that should be continued. The breath will get sense of presence, the sense of being alive. That shouldn't be broken. That is the essential basic purpose.
त्याचा जीवन पण मला बचवायचा.
हो.
म्हणजे तो असेल की याद, तो असेल की आठवण, तो असेल की स्मरण, तो असल्याचे ध्यान, तो असल्याचे प्रेम हे हयात ठेवायचं. हे डॉक्टरचं काम नाही.
He repeats, is it not the main point of the is to keep continuing that which is sense of being alive, that sense of wanting to be alive, that sense of being in love with what is alive, that sense of conscious presence, that is to be kept alive. Is that not the main purpose of a doctor? In my purpose. Any doctor. तसं असेल म्हणून तसं माहिती तसा विचार केलेला नव्हता. आता माझ्या बाबतीत तसं आहे की नाही तर माहित नाही.
तुम्ही असलं की यात, लोक असलं की यात, आणि तुम्ही त्याच्या उठे नाही सांगायचा काय संबंध त्याचा काय आहे. तुम्ही असलं की यात, पेशंट असलं की यात, आणि तुम्ही नेहमी सांगितलं काय त्याचा हक्कपणा काय. सगळे सोयरेपणा.
He says, now the patient has a sense of being alive. Now you have a sense of being alive. You are treating your patient. So what is the common denominator? Is it between you and your patient? आम्ही दोघांचीही जाणीव, दोघंही जिवंत आहोत ही माहित आहे.
आता ही जाणीव औषधामुळे थांबून राहते की नाही.
Is it now this consciousness, this sense of being alive, by giving medicine, does that sense of being alive, does it not remain? Does it not remain for a longer time? Than would probably be the case if your medicine had not been administered. ही याद औषध दिल्यामुळे टिकते.
औषधी काय होत यादीची जात याचा काय संबंध आहे.
The nature of the essence of the medicine and the essence of that sense of being alive. What is the relationship?
I give medicine with the idea that the patient will get well. They are prescribing or giving the medicine.
Don't forget that sequence with which he gave the earlier sequence is gradually rising. What is the common denominator? Then he says, what is it that keeps the sense consciousness alive? And therefore he goes a step further. So what is the nature, what is the relationship between the nature of your medicine and that which with the consciousness being alive?
Medicine might help to prevent.
How? What is the nature of this medicine?
Removing the disease.
The रोग बड़ा करना चाहिए.
म्हणजे व्याधी कमी करणं
त्याचं उत्तर ते व्याधी कमी करते.
तुमचं ते मेडिसिन कशाने मिसळल्याने ते कमी होतं व्याधी कशी कमी होते
That medicine, what does it act on in order that the medicine should work? For the medicine to be effective, what does the medicine really do? In what way is it effective?
Theory guys here. Actually theory guys. What? It will kill the germs which are invading the body.
या जंतूमुळे हा जी व्याधी होते ते जंतू मरतील आणि ती व्याधी
कोणकोणती उत्पत्ती कशामध्ये होते
This is how do the germs, how are the germs created in the body?
तुम्ही जरा पुढे हा विषय एक वेगळा झाला
How are the germs
तुम्हाला
right to the how are the germs created in the body?
Come from outside. That is what will be it.
हे डॉक्टरांचं असं मत आहे की ते बाहेर येऊन येतात हे जंतू बाहेर येऊन येतात असं डॉक्टरांचं मत आहे.
समजा कार खाद्य पदार्थ बनवून कपडे घालून बाजू टाकतो बरं त्याच्यानंतर बाजूने ठोकून करू बाजू ठोकून त्याच्यानंतर सकाळी बघतो तर लहान आणि मोठे त्याचा हात चाललेला जंतू म्हणतो त्याचे हात चालले होते त्याला जंतू म्हणजे तो त्या बाजूला खेळा म्हणतो त्याचा आकाराला
किडा म्हणतो पण नाही हो
पण हात चालला जंतू म्हणतो जंतू म्हणजे त्याचे त्रास पण येतो त्याला उगाच आपण काय जाणं कोणी काय नाही पण आपण आहे ते जाणव आणि ते जाणवणे त्याचा आकार काय होती तत्वाला बसवायला मागतो हो
त्याचं काय
त्याला बसवणे त्याचा दुसरं काय सत्व असेल ते खायला ते
No, Maharaj said, if some food which is extra food, you throw it away, and the food gets stale, then if you keep it in a corner, after a while, will you not see the germs? Those we call, say, worms, because we can see them, the bodies, and their movement. Then what are germs? Germs are which can't be easily seen by the eye. But nevertheless, we call them germs because there is movement.
ते जाण पण त्याच्यात बारीक आहे आता आम्ही त्याला जाण पण त्याला निघाली गणती पण त्याचा अर्थ होता त्या प्राण्याला जाणवते आपण
So it is what is the one?
ह्यालाच आम्ही जंतू म्हणतो
So what is that which distinguishes the movement? That is we call it jantu. Jantu, so now that jantu that is what causes the movement, and therefore that however small, however insignificant it is, may not be perceptible to the human eye, but there is movement. That is the jantutva. That is the sense of being alive. So what does he do? He even that insignificant thing wants that sense of being alive to continue. Therefore, what does it do? It attacks anything that is available as a food.
त्याच्या जंतूचं निर्माण झालंय तेवढं कसलं त्याच्यात आहे त्याच्या आम्ही जाणवतो असं म्हणतो त्याला म्हणतो म्हणतो
हो.
आणि ह्याला आपण जाणवतो जाणवतो ते आहे जाणवतो.
That sense of being alive and wanting and love of that being alive, which he wants to perpetuate. Now, that in that insignificant little thing which cannot be seen by the eye, the nature of that and the nature of that consciousness in us is identical. There is no difference.
अन्वय नाव आहे, औषधय नाव आहे, खाद्य हे नाव आहे. नाव असं औषधे म्हणजे अन्न नव्हे का? खाद्य म्हणजे अन्न नव्हे का? औषधे म्हणजे किंवा अन्न आहे. खाद्य म्हणजे अन्न आहे. दुसरा शब्द
Sattva.
नाही, माझं सत्व नाही लागतं तेव्हा ते तुम्ही औषध हरताळ करा, बारीक ठेवलेला होता मस्त करून हा मस्तपणा कशाचा तुमच्या औषधाचा आणि त्याला तुम्ही सांगितलं समोर घेईल त्या खुराकाचा औषधाचा वाचायचा त्या खुराकाचा भेळ झाला. त्याच्याने त्याचे उपज्ञाताचा निर्माण झालेलं सत्व पुस्तक लागतो. तुम्ही सांगा
What has brought this movement, this sense of being alive? What has that sense of being alive been created by? It has been created by the food. That food.
इंदिराला पुढे घ्यावं असेल
So the basis of this movement, this sense of being alive, is food. That the analysis now shows. So what when the man is ill, then that sattva, the essence of food, it has been unbalanced. So what does your medicine do? That medicine creates back again the balance which was disturbed in that food, that sattva, which is the essence of movement. That is the sense of being alive. So the medicine, whatever the depletion has been there, whatever unbalance is there, whatever deficiency is there, your medicine makes good. That is how your medicine must work. That is, it creates that sattva, gives that sattva that original sense of strength, which was disturbed.
तुमच्या औषधाचा गुण समजला. तुम्ही साहेब अमुक्यांचा पदार्थ खुराक औषधाचा रस एक तुला खुराकाचा रस जो एक ठिकाणी लंपन झालेला आहे. अर्थात त्याची पुष्टी आणि तो आपला ते जाणवते जाणे कशाचा गुण आहे, गुण कशाचा आहे.
You recommend the medicine, the essence of the medicine. You also recommend the food, that diet one should take so much. Now, the effect of these essences, both these essences, what happens, you see, the man becomes all right. The strength is restored to him. So what does happen really in that? The consciousness I, which is there in that, is it not strengthening? You get the feeling that I am. The I amness still remains there. Yes. It depends on the essence of the medicine, essence of the food.
आता त्याला औषध म्हणते, औषधाचा रस, खाद्याचा रस मिळून हा संचय झालेला आहे. आणि या संचयामध्ये त्या नातेवाईकांमध्ये घटतो तसं त्यांच्या दांतृत्व निर्माण झालेलं आहे.
So what is the sense of I appearing in your body? Just as you see in any decayed food, you see, the organism is born automatically. You see the movement there. Like that, in this body, which depends on the food, the essence of the food, the essence of the medicine, this body is made of. So in this, the feeling I am has appeared there. Just as the organism is born there, here also the knowledge I spreads. It comes. it depends on the quality of the food, quality as the sense of the food.
ते जगणे असणे आणि नसणे कशावर घडतोय
When you say I am or I am not, on what does it depend? This feeling I am, does it not depend on the food, on the body? Body has the food and body depends on the essence of the food.
आता औषधाचा रस खाद्याचा रस मिळून काळा रस तयार झाला आहे की नाही
That is the essence of the medicine, essence of the food, together, is it not the essence of your body? The body is made of that. On these two essences, the body is formed.
आता काळ्यामध्ये आहे मध्ये देव आहे भूत आहे सैतान आहे कोण आहे काळेमध्ये
So who is there in the body now? It may be a ghost, it may be there, it may be God, it may be anything. But what is that? The sense of I. It is there in this body, isn't it?
कोण आहे म्हणता
So who is that? Is it a ghost? Is it a God? Is it what?
I don't know.
मला माहित नाही.
ऐकले त्याच्यावरून सांगा तुम्ही विद्यार्थी म्हणतो म्हणा
Oh.
तज्ञ नको म्हणतो विद्यार्थी म्हणतो
As a student, as an ignorant person, you have read something, isn't it? So it tells something about that. Whatever you have heard, whatever you have read.
The soul.
So, Atma.
नावाने तुम्ही त्याला आत्मा म्हटलं परंतु त्याला आत्मा म्हटलं ते असल्याने काय आहे
Now, how do you define Atma? The soul, when you say, you see, the name soul you have given there. But how does it exist? Do you know anything about it? Have you ever thought about it?
I have read, but I have no personal
मी फक्त
experience of
वाचलंय
it.
मला काही अनुभव वगैरे काही नाही नुसतं वाचलंय आत्मा असतो म्हणून
नावाने सगळं काय चाललेलं आहे
So everything in the world goes according to the name, the word.
शुभ्र प्रकाश त्याला पंढरी नाव दिलंय पंढरी नामाचा माझा म्हटले
This whole light, you see, whatever white light you see, the light is known as Pandari. And everywhere you see, the Naam is said. You see, everywhere the word is used. And all activity in the world is going on according to the name of the God. That's all. We'll call it God. Pandari is again name of the God, Vitoba.
आता आपण रचनाची याद आणि त्या औषधी रसाचा गुण अन्न रसाचा गुण जो संचय झालेला आहे त्याचाच गुण की नाही या पदार्थाचाच गुण की नाही आपण तुम्ही याद
See, when you say I am, this particular sense of I, how does it depend on the essence of the food and the essence of the medicine, isn't it? The attribute of the food and the attribute of the essence of the medicine, this sense of I, does it not depend on that? If you don't take food, if you don't take medicine, sense of I will not remain with you. So the sense of I in you remains intact on the essence of the medicine, essence of the food. Do you agree with it or not?
Ourselves with our body.
नाही आपण शरीराशी हे होतो संलग्न होतो म्हणून तसं वाटतं
हो पण सिनेमामध्ये दाखवलेले ते खरं जे जंतू निर्माण झाले तो कोणाशी संलग्न झालं
But you actually see how the organism is formed, isn't it? Now there, who is identified with whom? In the field of organic, whatever is created there, have you identified with that also? So the identification with whatever you say, the body and the mind, also at the moment is an imagination on your part. So he is only asking the plain simple question, your body depends on the essence of the food, essence of the medicine. And on this body depends the sense I. Sense of I will not remain with you. Do you agree with this or not?
म्हणजे अन्नाच्या सत्वावर अवलंबून आहे की नाही
That means it depends on the essence of the food.
तुम्ही अन्न सत्व देता की नाही
Medicine when you give is also the essence of the food.
नावे अनेक आहेत त्याचे उपयोग वेगवेगळे आहेत त्याचे धर्म वेगळे आहेत नावामुळे कापूस हे एकच नाव आहे पण त्याचे रंग किती रूप किती काय काय बदलले का आहे का कापसाचा तंतू तर हा जाणवायचा तंतू कुठल्यावर जे नाम आहे रूप आहे त्यांनी रंगलेला आहे ते थोडी नाही म्हणजे अनुरेणूच असलं पाहिजे बरोबर हे कशाचं दिसत आहे आपल्या दिवसात अन्नातून दिसत हे कशातून दिसत त्याचं अन्न म्हणजे ते खत आणि पाणी वनस्पतीला खत घालणं आणि पाणी पुरवणं त्याच्यामुळे ती मोठी फुलं या दिशेने ती म्हणते पाणी म्हणताना सत्व चक्र म्हणताना सर्व व्यापले सर्व व्यापलेले पाणी भगवान शून्य सुद्धा हे घालून त्याचा लाईट काय करतोय बघता की नाही त्याच्यामुळे लाईट समजलं हे सर्व दिसतं मागते आम्ही म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये लाईट आहे गाव बनवलं जीव आहे आत्मा आहे भगवान आहे पण याच्यामध्ये लाईट आहे लाईट बारिशा दिसतो पण बाहेर बघा बारिशाची आकार आपलं त्या प्रकाशात त्यामुळे तारे दिसतात सगळं दिसतं कशा नाही लाईट हा लाईट कशाला मग आपलं शुद्ध समजा म्हणून माझ्या निरंजन करतात.
See, whatever you see in this vast universe, is it not only the light of your consciousness eye? So what he said is saying actually, when you see, again, the light force is calling it light. When you try to keep the light intact, therefore in that light itself you see that anything and everything in the world you see. Wherever, whatever you see around you, is it not the picture of the consciousness eye? It just spreads out of the eye. That's all. There is nothing else other than that eye sense on you. And that depends on the body as the food.
विचारायचं
So you ask the question now.
Difficulty is that usually when we say I, we identify ourselves with the body and the mind. And not
आय हे कोणाच्या नावात आहे
Whose name is this I?
as I said, the body and the mind.
Sharir and Iman.
आय लव नव्हे
That means you see it is the love for I, isn't it?
आय टेस्ट
It is not the taste for I. It is not for the love for I. That is actually, the name is given to that love, isn't it? You love your sense of I, therefore you do everything and anything in this world. You have come here only because you love the word with the I. So, is not the love the name for that I? You love your I, isn't it? That's what he wants to know.
Yes.
Hemant.
म्हणजे त्याच्यात सुद्धा हो लज्जत आनंद खरच उत्कंठा आय लव्ह यू
So everything we see, all your vasanas, all your desires, all your happiness, everything comes out of that I, isn't it? That I, the love of I, includes all these things.
आपण देव जगामध्ये देव देव म्हणून गर्जना करतात तुम्ही आता एकदा ही जी नावं आहेत त्याच्यापैकी कोणता देव म्हणून मानणार
So you have heard about God in this wide world, you see, and people are all worshipping God. Now, whatever you have heard just now from him, what name will you give to that God? Which particular name you like it now? Is it not the love for I only? Therefore the love for God is there. Love for I produces the love for God.
मनाने बुद्धीने आपला कल्पनेने मागे उद्देश म्हणतो
So you have given the names through your imagination, isn't it? With your intellectual imagination, you have given different names to these. That's all.
मुख्य अधिष्ठान म्हणून त्या मातेच्या गणपती नाव ठेवलं मग पार्वती ठेवली शंकर ठेवले अमुक ठेवलं पण आहे का माती
See, out of
भाषण
play,
त्याला नावं दिलं आणि नावाप्रमाणे पुतळ्या गणपती त्या गणपतीच्या बोर्डच्या त्याला त्याचं फाटलेलं ऐकलं ही कल्पना कोणाची मानवाची म्हणणार नाही पापी आहे आमका कल्पना मानवाची म्हणणार आहे पापी आहे पुण्य आहे त्याचा नमुना काय
out of clay you create Ganpati. Then you call it Ganpati. Then same clay you make Parvati, you make Shankar, you make Vishnu, all those things. Is it not your imagination only? And something happens to it. This is nothing but clay.
प्रत्येकाची योग्यता वेगळी
But everything you see according to your own feeling, you see, you give different importance to different deities created out of the same clay. But what is there in truth? There is only clay. If you try to take the shape in your hand, what will come in your hand? Only clay. So it's all your grand imagination.
आता कापसाची तुकडा वडलं किती रुपये किती कठीण किती काय किती काय आहे कापसाचं सूप
Out of thread of cotton, you see how many things are produced. You see how many beautiful varieties they come out. But what is the substance of that? That cotton is into.
त्याचं ते मूळच मूळ सत्व त्याचं महात्मा एक होता हिरण्य गर्भ
So what is it?
त्याचा प्रकाश पाना येतो हिरायचा हिरण्य गर्भ तुम्हाला आम्हाला केवळ तरी आकाश सगळं व्यापलेलं असतं आम्ही बघतो सगळ्याला आमच्या प्रकाशाने सारवलेलं असतं जेवढं सारवलं असं तेवढंच दिसतं नाही पण दिसत सारवलं करतो मला कळतो
सावळ्यांचं घरी होती.
आमच्या प्रकाशाने सारवलं नाही ते आम्हाला दिसलं नाही.
The essence of food, the attribute of the essence of the food is sense of eye. The sense of eye, in that light, you see the whole wide world. Whatever you can imagine, through the sense of eye, you can see anything and everything in the world. That means, as if you see, just as the ground, you see, in olden days, you see the ladies, they used to take some cow dung, and they used to wipe out everything, you see. Like that, they used to make the floor very clean. Like that, whatever your eye can see, can imagine, you can see in the wide world. It's all your imagination. If you don't imagine, you can't see anything. But whatever you imagine, you can see. That means it is the light of your consciousness only. So the most important thing here is the sense of eye and the light of that sense of eye. That's the only instrument you have. You can see only when you are conscious. If you are not conscious, the world is not available to you at all.
तुम्ही इंग्लिशाचा आता प्रश्न करा.
So he wants you to question it now because you are English doctor, he's an allopathic doctor, so you can ask so many questions.
ते ना काय मेडिसिन मध्ये आत्म्याच्या आमच्या तत्त्व बसतो की नाही.
In your medicine, whatever you take, that the movement, the consciousness, the original consciousness, check that is it not there or not? Because it depends on the sense of the food, isn't it? So the sense is there, so the consciousness is there.
मूळ आत्म्याचं चैतन्य त्याच्यामध्ये आहे बरोबर म्हणते म्हणून मी येतो वाचुला जातात मुलांची बळा झाला दिवसभर कमी आधी
They
बळा
are the
झाला
same type, you see, that's why it can have an effect on your body, the medicine.
त्यांच्या क्रियेची ते काय प्रत्यक्ष माझं होत नाही पण मला गरजा काय नाही जास्त कमी जाते होते मग ते माझं मरण बदल जन्मायला रे
See, whatever.
जन्म मेडिसिनचा गुण आहे की नाही
To birth, is it not because of the medicine? Parents, they do take medicine. See, so the birth, whatever birth is there, it depends on the medicine, isn't it? Medicine is the essence of the food, finally. Is it not the essence of the food, finally?
Yes, actually, ultimately.
It's the essence of food, isn't it? So whatever you call birth depends on the essence of food. Aye, and that's a good way.
कुठं आहे असं हातात घेतलं तर म्हणून म्हणजे माया त्याच्यात आहे
In that essence of the food, is there Brahma Maya there inside that? Only when the sense I will appear through that union, then only you will get the idea of Shiva and idea of Brahma. Not in the essence of the food, the idea of Shiva is there. You see, the union between man and woman doesn't it depend on the food itself?
Yes.
So it's the essence of the food finally. So in that is there God, Shiva or Shiv Shakti or whatever you can call it, is it there? Unless and until the attribute I appears there, there is no Shiva, there is no. So Shiva is created by the sense of I. So what he really wants to aim at, the creation of God also is the sense of your I. Unless and until the I is there, the sense of Shiva or any other power is not possible for you. So you thought you see that you have come from the attainment of God or something like that. What and God is the same thing. तेच आहे का काय मला ते माहित नाही. काय आहे ते मला माहित नाही.
पण आता ऐकलं याच्यामध्ये कुठे देव दिसतो तुम्हाला?
Whatever you have heard now, do you find any form of God anywhere here? Are we talking about God in here?
तुझा घरी पत्ता मिळतो का आता बोलणं झालं?
Whatever we talk, at least in that, you find your own identity in any form, any facade you find there.
I can understand. Right.
काय बोललं जातं ते कळत नाही.
Distinction.
पण मला असं काही परत काही करता येत नाही. काही असं कळत नाही. मी आहे की नाही किंवा काय करत नाही.
तुमचं वाक्य कोणतं असेल तर आपण बसावं.
Now, what do you think is out of that? What type of form or identity you can have out of that? What do you think about yourself?
That the identity or consciousness is different from the body, doesn't depend on the body.
एवढं कळलं की जाणीव
शरीरापेक्षा वेगळी आहे कळते आहे आणि जाणीव पण कळते आहे. जाणलेलंच हे निर्मळ करतं आहे. जाणीव पण कळते आहे.
all your objective knowledge is through this sense of I, the consciousness. Now that means you understand everything, whatever is happening in this universe to the sense of I, right? You also know this particular sense of I coming and going. That the sense of I also you can distinguish. That means there is something else other than this consciousness which can tell something about the consciousness. That you understand? Think like that.
मेडिसिन आहे, मेडिसिन आहे खाद्य आहे.
What is this? Is a medicine or is a food? What? Okay. So it's a rice. Say it. Anna.
औषध नको.
Is it not medicine?
That we must still learn.
I mean, it's not औषध.
याला अगोदर पेज ज्याच्या काहीतरी पेज काय म्हणतो कधी घ्या तुम्ही म्हणता की नाही डॉक्टर ते काय करायचं?
When you say, see, the man is undernourished, so don't you give him the food first?
Yeah.
Not only medicine, but you give the food also, isn't it? So is it not medicine in some other sense?
One particular
इथल्यामध्ये असलेली आहे तर असल्यामध्ये आपण याद म्हणून आहे. आपण तुझे स्वाद म्हणून.
Whatever it may be medicine, it may be food. But in that is the sense of I. Because his sense of I will remain intact with this food. That is true, isn't it?
सगळ्यात आपल्याला आपण जपावं जपणूक करावी चालू ठेवा अशी त्याची गरज नाही.
And you should be able to move all over the world and see everywhere, see what is required. Food is essential.
त्याला आपण नसतो ज्याच्या रसाचा गुण म्हणजे आपण तर आपलं काय बरोबर घ्यायचं हे समजलं ते जमलं.
If we see the sense of I depends on the essence of this food, when the food is over, the sense of I will go away. So what's the use of that I to me? Isn't it? So उपयोग नाही होत.
त्यामुळे जन्म परंपरेने जातं त्याने तात्काळ मुक्त का होता.
A person who is ignorant, he goes according to tradition. And the jnani is ever free. Why is he ever free? Because he knows this. The sense of I depends on this food, and the food, when the food value goes away, the sense of I also goes away. So what's the use of that I to me? So he is in his state.
ज्ञानाला जन्म मृत्यू नाही.
So a jnani,
होणारच आहे.
so a jnani is never born, he never dies. While one who is ignorant, he always has birth and death, innumerable births and innumerable deaths. You see? Because with original ignorance, he has not been able to get rid of them.
त्या ते आत्मत्व जाणत नाही देव जाणतो. ज्ञानी ज्या तर आत्मत्व जाणतो पण ते सुद्धा आपण बनायची खात्री करून गेली.
An ignorant person doesn't understand this nature of consciousness also. He understands the body is real. So mind, body, everything is real, and he goes according to that. A jnani knows the sense of I. He knows the real nature of the sense of I, and he also knows he has nothing to do with the sense of I. He is apart from that.
या रसाचा या तत्वाचा या सत्वाचा गुण मोठा आहे. आता हे संपल्याने मारणार.
So he says, you see, the essence of this food is talking now. And if this essence is over, if this is over, do you mean to say I die? I who has nothing to do with the I also, to the sense of I.
कुठे कोणाला कळतं?
Who knows this? Only when you know the real nature of this I, then only you can understand this. That through the sense of I, you see the whole wide world. And the sense of I also is observed by something in you. That light is you.
हे आपण नव्हे आणि याच्यात आहे ते पण आपण नव्हे. पुस्तक.
I am not the body and the mind. And whatever is contained in the body and the mind, that is the sense of I, that also I am not. Who knows this is ever free.
Understand it, but not know it.
ते कळतं पण प्रत्यक्ष अनुभव कसा घ्यायचा. कल्पन
अनुभव जाणायचा घ्यायचा नाही.
It is not to be literally taken like that at all. You cannot understand that. Because you are the understanding.
सफाई आहे. नुसतंच काय त्यांनी मोकळा आहे.
म्हटलं तर ते काय नाही, ते सोपं.
I understand.
Who is this I who understands? Find out and
How to find that?
who is this I who wants to find out?
मी त्यांचा आदर करतो. त्यांना आदर कशाचा होता आपल्या बुद्धीचा. अभिमान त्यांना बाहेर अभिमान म्हणतात. बरोबर. बुद्धीचा आदर असतो या साध्या लोकांना. त्या बुद्धीचा आदर जो असतो तो कसा उंपच आहे मी दाखवतो.
He says, you see, when doctors like you or pandits, some pandits, they come here, I'm very happy. I respect them. In you, what do you respect? You respect your intellect. You are proud of your intellect. So you think to see you can get some answers through your intellect. I don't do anything here except to prove to you that this intellect is nothing. Om fuss, he said. It's nothing. That only I prove to you. That your intellect and all those things, they are of no use here. They are of no value. They are of no use.
Whatever is of value, at least you can.
मग हे ओमकास केलं तुम्ही आमचं बुद्धी वगैरे सगळं. मग आमच्यात काय महत्व आहे तेवढंच दाखवा आम्हाला.
आता मी हे जर घेतलो त्याच्यात पण आहे बोलतो त्याच्यात नाही. पण बरोबर आहे बोलतो त्याच्यात काय आहे. पण बोलतो तर मी
What is that? The understanding is very simple. He says, I took the food just now. So the essence of that food, you see, is on that depends my sense of I. And I am speaking to you. But I am not that I, that much I know. That's all. It's the only understanding you can have. You have come here for inquiries, you are asking certain questions and you are getting answers. I is getting the answers. I have nothing to do with you. Understand this way, that's all. What else you have to understand?
आता वाचलं झालं मला त्यांना झाला प्रश्न बोललो नाही लक्षात लोकांना काय झालं गाडी बंद पडली. आता गाडी बंद पडली त्याचा जगभर बंद नाही झाले. तर मी मला म्हणजे मेरे की नाही त्यांनी चालला गाडी बंद पडली. जीव जगत अनुभव आहे कुठे जेव्हा नाडी बंद उपस्थित तेव्हा जीव जगत ब्रह्म आहे कुठे. परमेश्वराला भ्रमवून परमेश्वर आमची भ्रमवून वेगळा पण फक्त आत्मविचार आपण करतो. पदार्थांना पदार्थ आणि पदार्थांचा गुणधर्म सगळं गोळाकडून आपण म्हणतो. पदार्थाचा गुणधर्म आहे.
Any experience you get in this objective world depends on the objects, isn't it, outside. Now they are not going to remain permanent, they are impermanent, that you know very well. But you take the credit of all these objective things you see and you say, I am that. You are not, nothing to do with that at all. So he says, I'm sick now. Somebody comes, I am not well then. I call a doctor. And the doctor checks up everything we see and he says, you see, his pulse is gone, so he's gone. So they declare he is dead. How can I die? The body is dead, that's all. The body on which depends on food, that is gone. What has happened to me? I have known this and I know this. So I never die. Difficult to realize it is actually so.
एवढी कल्पना घेऊन काय जात एवढं घेऊन पडा.
This is an idea. You have an idea now that is very difficult to understand. So it is still more difficult. Link this idea also.
कल्पना हटती करा एवढं.
That I am not going to understand is also an idea. Make that little light. Idea should be made lighter. Because after all it's an idea that you can't understand. Also is an idea.
म्हणून काय चालू होतो अन्नाच्या सत्रामध्ये प्राण चालू होतो. आता प्राण चालू होतो त्या प्राणाची भाषा चालू होती त्याला वाचा म्हणतो. वाचा म्हणून मन होत. प्राण आणखी मन म्हणून जाणीव जाणवणी होती. जाणवती जाणीव होती. तेव्हा प्राण गेला वाचायला गेले आणि जाणून गेले. जीव कुठे गेलं काय सत्राचा गुणधर्म आहे. तुका म्हणायचं सत्राचा का म्हणतो कळवा परमार्थ याचा निवाडा करूया.
What you have to only find out is the sense of I. The sense of I depends on the food. You understand? You must try to find out the nature of this I. What happens to you? See, only when the essence is there, the body is there, that means the vital force is working. When the vital force is there, the words are coming out, that is the vacha is going on there, and the mind is there. Whose mind and the vital force is together, you are aware of your consciousness, yourself. Now what happens? You see, when this food value goes away, when the essence goes away, the I sense goes away, vital force goes away, everything goes away. So what happens? What happens to me? One who has known all these things, does anything happen to that? Where do you die then? Your vital force goes away, the consciousness goes away. Where is your death in that? That I will not try. And so then that's exactly what you have to know. Then why it is difficult to understand? I understand it.
प्राण आहे तो वेद आहे. वेद म्हणजे वेद आहे. ऐकणार नाही तो वेद.
Vital force is where the words are. When you hear this talk, then words would become silent. You can't ask them, they can't speak. So you must become silent.
माझा रावण जातो चाललाय. आपण कळतं ते समजत नाही. हे तरी कर ते तरी कर ते तरी कर.
That's why whole activity
आपल्याला
is going on.
कळतं ते समजून झोपायला.
That's why the man is working. He can't sit silently. He can't stand it. Silence he can't stand. So he has to talk or move.
ते महान दुःख आहे.
हे कसं व्हायचं म्हणतात? शांत कसं व्हायचं?
आपण पण महान दुःख आहे म्हणून त्या दुःखाला देव म्हणून त्या प्रकाशाला आपलं उपाय वाढवून
So worship the sense of I as God. Be friendly with the sense of I, and you will get the meaning of that chapter.
त्याला त्या म्हणाला बाप ही पडते आहे. बाप आता बाप कसा आहे दुसऱ्या विचारलं तसा मी आता ब्रह्म आहे चैतन्य ज्ञान आहे. जो लहान म्हणून माझा जन्म घेतला आणि ते वाचता ते समज चैतन्य रूप झालं होतं. मग चैतन्य कोणाला विचारायला पाहिजे. बाप कशाला म्हणजे तेव्हा आता विचारायला पाहिजे हे बाप नको मी ब्रह्म आहे.
Maharaj said, what you have just heard is in its infancy. So when the infant grows in course of time, then he gets married and he becomes a father. As an infant, he will not know what it is to be a father. He must grow. So he said, let this knowledge, what you have just received from him, let it take root, let it grow, and then that will know. Ultimately now it only knows to be told that it is Brahma. But let it become Brahma in due course, and then it will not have to ask, am I Brahma? Let it grow, let it give time to grow.
म्हणजे त्याला मी ब्रह्म झालं खाते निश्चय झाला मला त्या खरं ते खोटं त्याचं त्याला कळलं ब्रह्म खरं ते खोटं खोटं ते
Later on, he said, in course of time, when it becomes Brahma, then it will also know whether that Brahma is real or illusory. That also he will know in due course.
What's the point in telling now?
परब्रह्म जाते आणि पुन्हा काय ओळखून बसला परब्रह्म निष्का एकदम काय परब्रह्म निष्का
Even that Brahma will ultimately merge in Parabrahma. Then it will not even have its own identity, it will be a void. So he said there is no identity, no one to know what it is.
छत्रवासाचा वेगळं तीव जगत ब्रह्म नाही